Hey guys, today's video is going to be my January wrap-up and February TBR. I had a really good reading month, or at least what I would say is really good for January. And if you watched my videos last year, you know that I typically read 1 to 2 books a month, which wasn't that progressive for me. So for January, I read 5 books, which I think is really good because I was just motivated to jumpstart the new year, and I hope to keep that up as the year keeps going. So I'm gonna do the usual, show you guys what I read last month and what I'm planning on reading for this month, and let's just get into it. So my first book from January is one of my new favorites now. I fell in love with this book and I would highly recommend it if you like young adult contemporary, and that is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. I honestly was not interested in this book at all when I first saw a lot of people showing it. I just kind of thought, eh. And then I picked it up on a whim one day, so I decided to read it, and I finished it in January and I absolutely loved it. Like, this to me was phenomenal, and I've seen mixed reviews like with anything, so it's all subjective onto your style and what you like, but it's a really good young adult contemporary, and it follows these 2 twin siblings that just deal with growing up and their adolescent lives and their family and just a bunch of different factors, and I loved it. It has kind of like a split perspective writing style like a lot of books do, and I'm gonna try and do a book review on this. So if you want to know more about this or my thoughts, then let me know below in the comments if I should do a book review, but I loved it. So I definitely gave this one 5 out of 5 stars, and I would highly recommend that. Like I said, if you like young adult, I think it was a really unique, kind of powerful story. My last 4 books from January are all from the same series, and that is the Crossfire series by Sylvia, which is a new adult series. I will say these are a little bit more intense than a typical new adult, so I would just take that into consideration if you're interested in these. Really liked this series. I had not been planning on reading this, but I just kind of was in the mood for some new adult, and I had seen somebody show this in a video before, so I decided to get them, and I read the first 4 and really liked them. So I read Bared to You, which is the first one. The second one is Entwined with You. The third one is Reflected in You, and then the last one is Captivated by You. And I kind of jacked this one up a little bit in my backpack when I was taking it with me to class, but I really liked these. Like I said, if you're into new adult or kind of like romance, then I think you would enjoy these. They're very similar to 50 Shades of Grey, which is why I would consider them a notch above new adult, but I liked them. I know some people on Goodreads were talking about how they thought it was just like 50 Shades of Grey knocked off. It was definitely very similar to the storyline of 50 Shades of Grey, but I still enjoyed them and I enjoyed the characters. So I am actually looking forward to the final book for that series to come out sometime, hopefully this year. Those are all of my books from January that I read. For February, I haven't figured out everything I want to read. I have 3 books to show you guys right now, but I want to try and read more than 3 this month, but these are the ones so far that I want to try and get to. So the first one I'm currently reading now, and that is Silver Shadows by Richelle Mead, which is the 5th book in the Bloodline series. Is that right? The 5th one? Yes, this is the 5th one, and I know the Ruby Circle just came out, so I don't know what I'm going to do after I finish this because I've been trying to hold off for all the paperbacks, but I'm really liking this so far. I'm about halfway through, and it's very on edge and just very like emotional roller coaster. Not as bad as Vampire Academy was, but still like so really liking this one so far. After I get through that, I also want to start The Knife of Never Letting Go by Ness, which again I showed in my January book haul. I think I showed most of these books. I gotta read through the ones I just got. So I want to start this, and if I like this as much as I think I will, then I will probably get the next 2 and continue on with that this month. But I'm really excited. I have no idea what this is about, and I am trying to keep it that way, so I haven't looked up reviews or anything like that because I just want to go in completely blindsided basically. So I'm really excited for this one. And then my final pick that I have so far is Sweet Evil, which I also showed last month in my book haul. So I'm excited to start this, and again I will probably just continue on with the trilogy once I get into this. So those are my plans for now. I don't know, like I said, if I'll stick to that or if I'll have others, but that's the plan so far. Let me know what you're gonna read for February because I'd love to know, and I like to know what you guys are up to. And I think that's all for today. So I hope you guys have had an awesome month so far. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked this, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe for more, and I will see you all very soon. Bye guys.